Welcome back, fellas. Let's put this in the ether. Women can be very dishonest, disloyal, right? Disingenuine. What does that mean, right? What does that mean when they fall under all three criterias, right? That means they should not be trusted, right? I made a video about this before, but I just want to reiterate, right? Dishonest, right? Disloyal. Women have no problem lying to you, right? Let's call a spade, right? I'm not saying men can't lie, but men, there have to be a really good reason for them to lie, and if anything, men are more direct, right? So if men are more direct with you, are at least likely to lie to you. I'm not saying men don't lie or can't lie, right? But we're willing to be more direct with you than it is for us to hide things in, right? Women, they're indirect. What does that mean? Because they're indirect, right? There's more chance and a probability for them to lie to you, right? Lie to men, not only to men, to each other, right? Why do girls always compliment each other even though they don't look good? Even though one of them look like trash, they like to compliment each other. They're like, "Oh, girl, no, that's you ain't," because they don't want to hurt their feelings, so they don't want to hurt her feelings. They want to take the girl's feeling into consideration, so they're willing to lie to a woman about who they are, about what they look like, about this, that, and that. Because lying to them is a second nature. They're not guilted by being a liar, right? They're not being guilted, right? Therefore, they're disingenuine when they're complimenting a woman, right? They don't hold anything. I mean, they hold it back for the sake of not harming or let's say caring for the other woman's opinion or other woman's feeling, when that's totally beyond that, because women could be catty to each other, right? Let's call spade a spade. Let's be truthful, right? Most women don't like each other, right? Because they don't like each other. That's why a lot of women relationship, they gossip a lot. They gossip about each other, they gossip about life, they gossip about each other. Man, they talk about all this stuff behind each other's back, right? That's why they can't be loyal, right? And not only that, the reason why they're dishonest is because the number one thing for me when they're dishonest, right? The number one answer, I mean, the one things that get to me, right? When I make this claim is that when you ask a girl out for marriage, right? And they say all their vows. You know what a vow is? A vow is a promise. They went to the altar, said in front of the guy who said, "Do you accept to take this man to thick and thin, right? Till death do you part, right?" And they have the kind of capability to just say yes, right? Say yes, right? So, and then later on in the relationship, it changes, right? Because women always changes, right? Relationship always changes. People always changes, right? People are flawed creatures. We don't stay the same. Men changes as well, right? Because we have to understand, because people changes, right? And people are eventually gonna changes. She's gonna change as well. She's not gonna hold her word. She's not gonna try to work it out. And what does she do? She could file for divorce. That's the biggest dishonest thing I could think of. One of the biggest ones. There's many other reasons, right? But that's the one that truly matters to me. When you make a vow, especially in the eyes of God, right? Well, which we know that the marriage ceremony does have nothing to do with God, right? It only has to do with the state, right? But I digress on that. That's another topic, you know? Say in front of all witness that she's willing to take you in as a husband, to thick and thin, to death do you part, and say you will work everything out. That's the point of saying a vow, right? It's a life binding contract. An oath, a promise, right? Right? No matter what your happiness is. Now, when you say that and you file for divorce, that's a big lie. I don't know that's the biggest lie I could think of. Well, there's many other big lies, right? But that's one lie that's major, right? If she's willing to lie to you at the altar, right? What makes you think she'll lie to you anywhere else? Right? All this time, you're going to find out that she's been lying to you the whole time after you get your divorce. She's been sleeping around with all these guys, right? Doing all these shady things, right? Behind your back. And now you have to find out the worst way after the end of your divorce, right? And now you're destroyed because she took you to the bank, right? So this idea of women are innocents. They don't lie, right? Women can lie as much as anybody else. They can lie to you. They can lie to their friends. They can lie to their family. They can lie to anybody, right? Lying to them, lying is a second nature to them. You know, it's a second nature to them. I would say, like I said, right? Men lie as well, right? But because we do it less often, because men are more willing to do it directly with you. Men are willing to say it in front of your face. That's why a lot of fights happen among men. Men don't hide stuff from other men, right? When we have a disagreement between other men, right? We go up to the men and we confront other men and we duel it out. That's how we. This is how we settle dispute with each other, right? It's cavemen, but it's indirect, and at the end of the day, we squash the beef, right? We know who's the loser, and that's it. But no, not with women. It's a totally different kind of situation with women, right? They know they can't fight us, so what they do, they lie to us. They become dishonest to us, right? It's a growing trend right now, right? They say all these stuff. They say they love you, right? And when in actuality, they don't. They love what you could do for them, but they don't really love you, right? That's a lie as well, right? Because of that, that's another thing that you have to be aware of. Right? They could be very dishonest sometimes. If anything, most of the time. Right? Modern women. Right? They could be dishonest to you, their man, their family, and their friends as well. And their girlfriends. Right? So you as a man have to put every girl's on heels, right? Have to vet every girl's properly. Because 90% of these women are undateable. Right? I don't want to say all of them because there's some of them out there. That's why I'm saying this. That's why I'm saying there's only about 90% of them are undateable. They're lost cause, right? You have to understand female nature and the way they are. And lying is one of their famous female nature that you have to understand. So do I agree that women today is very dishonest? Yes, I do agree with that. Right? That's my opinion. That's my belief, and I'm sticking by that. Right? That's why it's harder to find a woman out there. That's why you have to vet carefully when you find a woman. Right? You cannot have this idea that she's telling the truth all the time. Right? You cannot have that. You have to put them through tests. Right? You have to put them to tests like the way they put us to tests, like the way they put men to shit tests. Right? Now you can put them to tests as well. Right? Don't bat an eye. Don't turn a corner, right? I mean, don't leave no stone unturned. But it's 2023. Guys gotta be on their P's and Q's, right? Or else she'll own you, take you to court, right? Get you to commit to her, right? Get you to marry her. Then at that one moment she feel that she's not happy, take you to court, take everything that you got. They will change on you, right? They will lie to you, then change on you. She will give up working out, then she get fat, then the wall hits, right? And then she can blame you for everything. She can blame you for getting her pregnant. She can blame you for getting her fat. Then she can blame you instead of her taking her own responsibility. Okay, we agreed to be parents. We agreed to have a kid, but everything else, that's on you. You didn't try to work out. You're the one who tried to be lazy. I can't work out for you. I can't force you to be on a treadmill. And suddenly it's all the guy's fault just because she's not on her P's and Q's and she's not on her A's game, right? But this is how they operate, man. Right? They could be very dishonest, disloyal. It's modern time, right? And as men, we gotta take the right precaution because if we don't, there's no going back, man. You screwed up big time. I'm not saying there's no way for you to recover, but why would you save yourself more trouble, right? If you know the characteristic of their flaws, their nature. And is this the way it is? I mean, if you blue pill right now, if you're a blue pill and you disagree, man, go ahead, man. By all means, go for it, man. I'm not stopping you. Right, but for all the guys who's red pill and understand this kind of stuff, they know what I'm talking about, right? Like everybody else, nobody should be trusted, not even women, right? I don't trust no man, and I especially most definitely don't trust women, and I don't even trust my own family, right? To be quite frankly, right? I don't trust nobody, right? You're supposed to do that. When you come in this world, you come by yourself. You leave by yourself, right? So don't trust nobody. Don't even trust women, right? But back to my claim that they're very dishonest, disloyal, and they will lie to you. They lie to each other all the time, right? But on that note, guys, let me know if you agree. You think modern women are very dishonest, right? Leave a comment below. You like what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe. I drop videos daily. And on that note, guys, thank you for watching. And as always, peace and blessings.